Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, PrincetonTrader.com here for NTMarkets.com with your Tuesday morning pre-market webcast. Okay, hope everybody had a fantastic Labor Day weekend. It's a short week, but it should be a busy week this week in the markets. Remember, it's jobs week, so Friday have the jobs report, and that'll all get kicked off Wednesday morning with ADP. So you got ADP into claims on Thursday, then jobs report Friday. Today we've got ISM at 10 o'clock. That should move us a little bit. But I think what we're going to see this week is a lot of what we saw last week, which is there's going to be pockets of volatility. Things are going to get very, very exciting, and then things are going to get very, very slow. Friday obviously will be a big day, but as we get into later this afternoon and into tomorrow before the ramp up to jobs, it's still going to have a summer feel to it. I don't expect everybody to really get back to work with respect to market flow until next week or even the week after. But next week being the next full week, that's usually when you see things start to normalize a little bit. So for those of you that watched the evening recap last night, we drew this trend line from the high on the 13th of August through the lower high on the 26th of August, and we came in Globex last night to go ahead and touch it, and we backed off a little bit. The trend line there is my first potential resistance zone, and what we told subscribers on Sunday afternoon was not to really buy this thing or sell it rather. That it's going to continue to grind higher as it usually does on a holiday. What we have to see now is are we going to have trend line resistance? Are we going to have the red line become involved here, the 50-day exponential moving average, which is sitting up around 1653? Or are we going to get a full-blown test of the middle band up at 1658? So while we have backed off from the Globex highs are 49, so we're about four and a quarter handles off of that high. I would be very cautious shorting this. I think there's a lot of potential here to move it as high as the middle band in order to see if the middle band truly is resistance. Since we broke down up here, we have not truly tested the middle band. We came close, and we're starting to get close again, but I really do think it needs to have a test. Now, as you know, when we are trading between the middle band and the lower band, that is sell rallies territory, and that has proved to be a decent strategy. You can be long these pops, but you have to be long these pops with a mind to selling them. So that's generally what we're looking at today. As we get into tomorrow and Thursday, we'll talk about the setup for jobs. I'll be very interested to see whether they walk it up for jobs or if this is going to be the first jobs report we've really seen in a long time that's going to come in on a low. They've typically come in on highs, during the course of this big uptrend, which is not unusual. It'd be very interesting to see if one come in on a low and if people buy that news. Don't forget, we still have the Syria thing that's happening. That's a developing story. They're going to have hearings up on the Hill today. I think the House Armed Services Committee is going to meet, and that is going to be a prevailing story. Whether that's a prevailing weight on the market or not remains to be seen. Oil remains very volatile, obviously. Okay, everybody have a fantastic day. Mike Vacchi, PrincetonTrader.com. Follow us on Twitter at Princeton Trader. Check out the website. Check out the chat room. We're doing a free 2-week trial right now. As everybody gets back to work in September, it's the perfect time to come on in, join us in the chat room, and see if we can help your trading. Have a fantastic day. I'll be back tonight with an evening recap and tomorrow morning with another webcast. Trade 'em well, everybody.